Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm up here at the house today. We're gonna be working in the dining room. The I got most of the floor ripped out last time I was up. I decided that I needed to get that done because I'm getting a coal furnace to put in here. So I need to get the floor ripped up and get the new subfloor and everything put down so that it'll be all ready to go once the furnace gets here. So we're gonna go in. I'm gonna show you what's going on. I got my new camera here. Hopefully this will work out better. And hopefully I can quit saying so much. But I'm trying to get used to talking to the camera. It's a little strange to talk to yourself. So I'll do my best to try to quit doing that. We're going to go in here. I'll show you what I've been doing. I'll show you what I got to do and explain it to you. So let's go in and check it out. Take you off here. Hopefully you guys can see because of the... So this is in the dining room. As you can see, I ripped out just about half of the floor. It was really bad. My wife's uncle had like 15 cats or something in here, and there used to be a bed that sat right in here. Her grandma slept on it, and they went up underneath there and did their business, and it rotted the whole floor out right in here. Plus it was over into that section, and it smelled so bad like cat pee and poop that there's no way I could get it out, so I had no choice but to rip the floor out. The main thing I'm going to be doing today, as you can see right there, the sill is rotted out. I had to replace that when I put the window in here. So, but if you look over here, you can see it's all rotted out. Right in there, still good. So I'm just going to take a Sawzall. See if I can find it here. Just try to cut the end of that off since it's still good, and replace over to here, over to right there, and then like over in here, right in there, there it is, right here. From there, I'm not sure about this. I gotta get in there with a hammer and beat on it. I think that's bad too, so I have to replace over into there somewhere. But what this is it's a 6x6 with a 2x6 on top of it. That's how they build it. Then they notch the floor joists and set the floor joists on top of it. So that what I have to do is, right in here is the chimney, as you can see. Let me zoom out a little bit here. As you can see, the chimney's right there. So what I'm going to do is I have to cut the ends of the floor joists off and put the 6x6 in because I can't get it in from outside. But the ends of the floor joists are rotten anyway, so I'm going to sister joists onto the sides of them and then put them back on top of the sill. That way it's, just like the rest of them, and it's level. And the same thing over there. And then, like, as you go down this way, there's a big hump in the floor right over here. and there's a wall. Well, you can see it right here. You can see that wall there. Over in this corner, it had collapsed in, and I don't know if my father-in-law fixed it or who fixed it, but someone built it back up again, but they didn't lift the house. They just built it back up to the top of where the floor was. So I gotta somehow, I'm gonna have to pick this side of the house up to get that bow out of the floor. So once I get over here, I can see what it is. But I want to get this all taken care of. And where you can see coming in from the light coming in from outside, I'm going to sheet the whole side of this again, because you can see I got holes up here too. There was drywall right where them yellow boards are there. They just had drywall, and that's the outside right behind the chimney. So all this right here and all in here was all drywall to the outside of the house. So I ripped that all out, just put them boards in just to try to keep it. There's house wrap on the outside to keep the water out. But so we're gonna start working on it. I gotta get my sawzall on that, and I gotta cut this floor back so I can get to the joist there. Then I'm gonna run a 2x8 along this once I get this all done, and that way I can lay the floor, because that floor joist right there is up under that wall, and I can't nail the floor to it. So I gotta sister another one onto the side of it so I have something to nail the floor onto. So I'm gonna get all my tools, and I gotta measure this out, and we'll get that put in, and hopefully we can get this side done, at least get all that. Then I gotta sister pieces onto the wall or the wall studs here. Which this whole house, for as big as this house is, it's amazing that they used 2x4s to build this whole house. Outside walls, inside walls. And every inside wall is sideways. Except for this one. Everything else in this house is sideways. Of course, this was an outside wall at one time, and they added the back on. And then this was an outside wall too, and they added the bathroom on too. So all the main house, part of the house, is all, the walls are sideways like that there, which is weird. But alright, we're gonna get stuff together here. We're gonna start working on it. Okay, so now I gotta try to get down in here. Put my phone up here so I don't lose it. Try to get around. Hold on a second, I need to tape measure. Luckily we got just a crawl space here, so it's not that deep. I'm going to do first here is I'm going to cut back this side of the floor here. Over here. I'm going to try to get the end of this sill trimmed up. That way I can butt the other one up against it. So, here we go. Back up again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that. No, probably not. Luckily the foundation's about 4 feet thick, so I can walk on it. Definitely not a tightrope walker, that's for sure. So get down in here and get this. Sure you don't want to see my crack. Okay, so we got that sill trimmed up there. It's still good up underneath the floor there, for the most part. I've beaten on it, and it seems to be alright. It's probably going to need to play what I plan on doing anyway This whole side of the house doesn't have any vinyl siding on it. The rest of the house does. This has cedar shingle on it. So what I'm going to do is take probably up to here on the outside off, and then I'll check the sill and I'll replace it, you know, in sections. That way it's, if it needs replaced, it's all good. Then I'm going to side the rest of the house so it looks the same as it. Because there used to be a house next door and they tore it down. Now everybody can see the side of the house. And the borough around here, they, God forbid your house look, you know, have a little bit of, need a little bit of work because they want to condemn it. So they got to get it fixed. So what I'm going to do is trim these two floor joists back so that I can get my 6x6 in there, and then we'll go from there. Let's see how much I need to trim off here. Okay, so what I did there was I trimmed up the bottom of these studs. Actually, this one I think needs to go up more because this one's good here. This one's still rotten up to about here. So I'm going to chop it up to about there. we're up the good wood here. This is all good here. Them two are good. So what I'm going to do is I got to measure this. Go 39 inches. Give us plenty of room. So what we're going to do is I got a piece of 6x6 in there. So we're going to cut that 39 inches. And we'll lay it in here. And we'll put a 2x6 in on top of that. And then we'll fix the wall studs. So we'll go out here and get that. Alright, so I got my 6x6 here, and I'm gonna double check this. We're gonna cut it. So that looks off to me. Right on the money. So we're going to cut this and then we'll get it set in. It's a little wet. It's been sitting outside. I should have it under the carport. Here we go. Flip it over. See if we can get the rest of the way through. Do that for some reason. Can never keep the thing straight. The heck? That's better. There. Figured I'd show you. See, this is what it looks like right now. You can see I have the floor joist cut back. This is the end of the sill that I replaced. And then this sill that's there is right there. So I got that cut, and I'm gonna put it, just slide it down in there, and I'll show you that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this 6x6 I got here. I'm gonna put it in the hole there. But first, I'm gonna take this stuff here. This is sill foam. That way the sill isn't going to be sitting on the foundation. It'll be sitting on this stuff instead. So we're going to cut a few pieces of this, make it 6 inches wide, and then we'll lay it down in there. I need to clean this off first. So we're going to take this lay that on there so that you don't, just so that your sill isn't sitting on the block or whatever whatever you got for a foundation. You don't want your wood sitting right on it, because that's why it rots out. It wicks up all that moisture from the block, and then it ends up rotting out. So, there. Try and slide this in here. Hopefully it fits. Just no mind luck at all. there. Do have a little gap here, but I don't know how far over the chimney goes. Alright, so we got our 6x6 sitting in there. I know my head's chopped off. We got our 6x6 sitting in there. I gotta cut a 2x6 to set on top of that. And then all I gotta do is fix the wall, the studs. Jeez. All I gotta do is fix the studs coming down from the wall, and this section here will be all fixed and we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna get that done. I'm going to get that 2x6 put in there and get the wall studs put in, and I'll bring you back when it's all put together, that section. Then over there is the same thing, so I'll just show you the whole thing when I get it done. Because I got to set up my stand to cut my 2x6s and stuff, so it'll be a while. So once I get this done, I'll bring you back and I'll show you exactly how it is. Alright guys, so here's where I'm at. I got this added on 2x8. I got all of that in. I got a little crack right there. I'll put some construction adhesive in there, put a brace across it before I put the floor in. I sistered all these right now because the ends of these are bad, rotten, so I just sistered on some. I mean, the foundation's about 2-3 feet thick, so these are just kind of sitting right on the foundation, or so. But that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna do these two, and then I can lay this section of the floor. I probably won't be able to go this piece because my 2x8 wasn't long enough to reach the underneath the floor there. There's a big joist right here about where this floor is, so I couldn't. It's more than 8. That's an 8-foot piece, so that's where I'm at right now. So I'll put this together and then I'll show you as I do over there and everything else. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye.